Hello and welcome. It's Anna here. How are you all? I hope there's someone out there watching. If anyone's here, please let me know. Hello, it's Anna here from Papercraft Create. I hope I'm not here alone this morning, and I hope that someone has come here to join me. So, hello. Um, as I stated today, I thought just for something a little bit different, I've got to put some cards together for Kendra's card challenge. As part of my design team obligations, but of course, no obligation at all. And actually, I thought, you know what, rather than recording it, I might do it in real time, just show you. Obviously, I've pre-prepared things, otherwise we could be here for the whole of the day. However, oh, hello, Terry S. Oh, and Kendra, hello, how are you? I'm hoping that you're all there and can see me. That's great. I'm going to try to coordinate myself so I can in fact write messages and put cards together all the same. But what I thought I might do is I'll put together cards 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As part of the introductory hop, I did in fact put in um, I'll just have a look here. So what I did is I did cards 2 and 3 as part of my hop here. So I thought I wouldn't put those ones together again because you will be able to go to my channel and have a look there. So I will direct you to go there. But that's cards 2 and 3. So what I'll do is I will have a little look here. So I hope everyone's having a nice time. I'm presuming, well, obviously, Kendra, I know you're in the States, and Terry, yes, I'm not sure where you're situated in the world, but thank you for coming. So what I might do is I'll start putting them together because I don't want to keep everyone held up all day. I'm not sure what you've got on today, but and obviously what time of day it is, but I'll start giving it a go. So what I'll do is I'm going to be doing card sketch number 1 here, and I'll just pop that there. Obviously, Kendra, thank you so much for putting these wonderful cards together. I do really enjoy these card sketch challenges. They're so much fun, and you seem to outdo yourself. I was talking to Lynn the other day, and I did mention that, in fact, I thought this was probably one of my favorite and has the most card sketches I've really thoroughly enjoyed doing. So that's fantastic. Oh, okay, Terry. Terry, I can have a look there. Honduras. Oh, wow. Okay, great. You're on vacation. Oh, that's fantastic. So I'll put these ones together. So I'm in fact using one of our prize sponsors, Uniquely Creative, and this is one of the Australian card making companies. They do lots of crafting products for both card makers and scrapbooking, which is in fact not something that I do a lot. I really love the idea of scrapbooking, but I seem to love it more than I in fact do it. So that's all a bit crazy, but I'll put these two together. So I am in fact just matting that on. Now I've got my little pattern piece here, which I'll just put those together. Now with these ones here, I think it's easiest if we do put these, let me just do this, put this over here like that. If we marry up these, sort of even these out on the corners, and then we put in this middle bit, I tend to find that gives you a nicer even finish. Oh, fantastic, Kendra. I can see that you've put a little note in there about enjoying the challenge. Yes, no, it's great. I'm really enjoying it. I found that these card sketches seem to work. They're working really well with this particular, papers and embellishments that I'm using. So it's been really fun. So Terry, you're obviously on holidays, enjoying some. I don't know where Honduras is. Whereabouts is that? That's somewhere tropical. Sorry, my geographical information is or knowledge is probably not so great on this occasion. Now I think I'll pop that one there up on some phone table, which is right here. Okay, great. Okay, wonderful. So what I'm realizing that it's a lot harder to talk and craft at the same time, but I like to think that I can multitask. Oh wow! Okay. Oh, okay. So it's Terry. You're more on a work trip, not so much a pleasurable trip. Oh, at least the Caribbean sounds nice. It's something I've always wanted to do, is a cruise through the Caribbean. So that's certainly on my wish list of places to go. Um, so that sounds quite nice, but unfortunately, obviously, if you've got to work, not so much fun, which is great. So I'll just pop these little ones on some foam tape here. So Terry, have you set up done a set of cards for the Kendra's card challenge? Okay, so oh god, this is really hard to come off. I find that I always struggle to try and get this double-sided tape off, and then half the time don't even know if it's off. Okay. All right, wonderful. So I'll just pop on my little owl, and I've got a few little. I might attach these with glue. It might be a bit easier, but just a few little musical notes. So this set of Uniquely Creative, it's like a little kit. It's all to do with music notes. A play on words with just a note, and just for those music lovers. But they've got some gorgeous little creatures, which you'll see, or critters, I should say, not creatures. So really, really cute. So that's card sketch number 1. Really cute, and I quite like these colours. And actually, it does remind me of what you guys would be heading into. Or are you still in fall? Yes, you will be still in fall with those beautiful, all those sort of autumny or fall colours. So that's 1. Now I'll move on to card sketch number 4. So let's have a look here. So I've just used a cover plate die to, in fact, it's sort of like a pierced embossing. I do love to use embossing, but it's just a pierced. I don't know if that really captures. You might not be able to see it so much. It's just sort of a pierced leafy design. I thought, given this was sort of foresty, that it was quite nice to, in fact, go ahead with that. That'll match quite nicely. So I've just covered the whole lot of that in just this beautiful neutral sort of tone. Okay, now just... Oh, great. Oh, so you're always looking for new card ideas. Yes, I know. It's sort of, we buy all these supplies, and then, you sort of think, oh, how am I going to use them? So, these sorts of challenges are great because it gives you the opportunity to, particularly you could use one sort of stamp set or, one sort of range and really, put it to use, which is really good. Oh, thank you. Okay, thanks, Terry. I really appreciate you popping in. We'll see you next time. Oh, thank you. I think it's only just you and me, Kendra. Please feel free to stay if you do need to run away. Also good, but I'd love for you to stay if you have nothing else on, which is good. Thank you so much, Kendra. I will hopefully get better at talking and crafting at the same time. Now, I was going to say I was inspired by being on Lynn's show the other day. It was really, really quite fantastic. So, LV handcrafted, or yeah, handcrafted, I think that is it. She's amazing, actually. I must say, I'll have to really give her credit for being able to, you know, have a lot of conversation and, do her live so well. Oh, thank you, Kendra. You're very kind. Thanks for getting back to me and popping that in the face. I was actually going to do that, and then I thought, oh, I didn't know. I thought I'm not sure what time of day it was, but obviously it's a better time of day for you than perhaps lots of people in Australia here at work. Okay, so what I'm doing is, because I've layered up these pieces here, I am in fact going to just level up behind this square. So I just like to put a couple of pieces of cardstock in behind that. For some, it doesn't really bother people, but it really bothers me when I get that dip if I've got something higher and lower. So I usually, particularly in these sorts of instances, when you're using sort of thicker cardstock as a backer. So I'll just pop that now on top there. Okay, that's super great. I do love that. And once again, I think I'll just pop a little bear. I think I'll pop that, my log there. What did I decide with that? I think I'll just move all of this up a little, and I'll put I think that might look nice. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape on the bottom of this one. Okay. So because I've already raised that, I'm just going to put a little bit of foam tape. I probably could have just also used just a couple of pieces of cardstock just to sort of bring that up to the level, but I think this will be fine. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab these and pop that there. So that is really great. I like that. Then I might, in fact, just have that on flush, and then I'll add my bear on. I'll pop a little bit of double-sided foam on that one too. Oops. So this is our little bear playing his cello. I really need to get better at my guitar, or not my guitar, all my instruments. Thank you so much for sharing that. That'd be great. I might get a few more viewers on, but I probably will do another live if I don't chicken out after this one with the rest of the cards, perhaps next week or at the weekend or something. Unfortunately, I do have to go to work for the rest of the week. Today's my day off. I do have Friday off, but in fact, I've got a couple of things planned. So that's not so much fun. Okay, this is it's quite funny, people just say, oh, is this your job? And I said, this is my fun job. I love this. This is what makes my heart full. It's not that I don't love my other job, but in fact, it's nowhere near as fun or creative. A lot of administration type of work. I've really got to find a better way to get this double-sided tape off. Sorry, not the tape, the actual backing off the tape here. a little bit crazy. Anyone's got a tip? Oh, yes, thanks, Kendra. Yes, I just, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet. I might look like a dill or not. A little less stressful, obviously, not being in front of the camera. But yes, I was going to say, I sort of didn't think about that, take that into consideration. Oh, hello. Oh, it's your day off. Hello, Sarah. We do have another friend. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for joining. That's fantastic. I hope you're doing something fun on your day off as well. Yes, so sorry, Kendra. I was just saying. So that's card number 4. So that's also so super cute. I really am loving this kit myself. Um, so we will now move on to card number 5. Yes, it's a totally different fish when you're live, and you know, sort of. I hadn't tried it, you know, doing it directly with. What was I going to say? Directly with YouTube. So I just thought, oh well, I might do StreamYard because I did that with Lynn the other day, and it seems to be quite easy to use and function. And I thought then I've obviously got the option if at another time I can add someone else in. So this is card sketch number 5. So what I've done is I've got a couple of green panels, and once again, what I've done is I've used a cover plate, to sort of, you know, pierce emboss this leafy pattern, and then I have in fact used just a textured cardstock, and also once again used that same color, which is just beautiful with these other colors, and done a wood grain emboss. So adding just lots of layers of texture, and then I thought that would look quite good because this has got sort of like little wooden reels, or rounds, I should say, not reels. Yeah, so that's going to work out really well. So I'll start popping that together and attempt to put my card base the right way around. I wonder how many times have people done that? Done your whole card and realised you've put it all the wrong way around and it opens the wrong way. Oh, great. Thanks, Kendra. I do really love adding texture. I just think, you know, sometimes I do playing cards and I'm like, oh, it's so plain. But I just think, you know, it's a nice way sometimes without using like, you know, bold patterns just to add that texture. And you can, in fact, you know, have a little bit more going on without all the you know, colors and designs and all of that. So what I might do is I might add these bottom ones on first. Okay, so always find, oops, these are a bit tricky to do. So I'll try my best to line these up. Oh, not too bad a job. Yeah, yes. Sorry, Kendra, your comment about the crafting and talking and chatting. Yeah, so I really pre-prepared my cards here so that I would not really have to think that much with the crafting, because yes, the multitasking of checking, crafting, and all of that. So I'm so sorry that I'm not in fact responding via message to your comments, but certainly trying to catch them as they all come through. So Sarah, if you're still with us, have you done a set of cards for the Challenge 12 yet yourself? I'll pop that out to you. Okay, so sorry, I'm just straightening that up. Oh, goodness me, now I've just muddled that up. Okay, so I might put on this. Yep, okay, so I'll just add that on there. I just find with what I do, the way I tackle these challenges, just responding to you, Sarah, with, particularly, or prepping ahead, of course, for this sort of live environment. But I actually will sit there, cut all my papers up, pop them all in these little, cellophane bags. And I like to just sort of sit there and just play with all, grab all my embellishments, all my bits and pieces that I feel I'm going to use for these cards, and cut all my mats and everything, do all of that, and then just do a bulk, run through. Most of the time I'll try to film my sets of cards, but don't always, depending on how many sets I do, I don't always get the opportunity to do the filming, as I have two gorgeous boys. One is teenager, the other one heading into teenagehood, so very busy with social lives at the moment, and dropping them here, driving them there, so it's always pretty crazy. Okay, so you've got your working on September 1 still. That happens to all of us. What I tend to do is I tend to come and go from them as well. So I sort of keep them in a little container so that I can, if I sort of think, I'm not going well with creating at the minute, then I can, always go back to them. And it's sort of something that you can sort of keep aside and, do other crafting projects and come back to. Sometimes you're feeling over creative and other times you're not. Okay. Great. Now, pop that one on. Okay. So I think this one here, so there's a lot of floral embellishments that also come with this kit, which I thought, I'm not really a super florally person, but I do, I really love when I see cards that have got lots of gorgeous florals and build-ups of, like a little collage of flowers. And I thought, I'll make one that might suit someone else. Okay, so. Oh, your son's a senior. Oh, goodness me. So, oh, God. So I presume a senior, that's final year of high school or final years of high school? Okay, so I'm just popping these around a little, and then I'll put my. Okay, I will in fact just pop that there, and I think I definitely pop this up on. Oh wow! Last year of high school, that's definitely a big year. A big year of study and heading out of high school and then off to possibly college or maybe onto something else. You've had a big year because you had one of your daughters get married. I thought, was it this year or last year? Okay. Oh God, I really am struggling with this packing tape. Oops. Okay. Okay, good here. Okay, so there we go. And that's that one there. So obviously I've used similar colours, but just using some floral bits instead of the little critters. Okay, so moving on to card number 6. We're getting there. Oh God, last October. That's yes, geez, that's been a long time. I thought to myself, God, is that this year or last year? Months seem to be going really, really quickly. Okay, so with this one here, it in fact is So this card sketch here, number 6. So once again, sort of keeping these all fairly, similar themed. I've once again used the wood grain texture. And now this is a, oops, obviously that same color. I just think it works so beautifully with these papers, and it just sort of a little bit different from your regular white. And I've put that on really crooked, but I'm not going to worry about that. So what I thought is I had a little piece here, what I like to do sometimes so that I don't just, get rid of all these sort of scraps. I just use them if they're going to be covered over, no one's going to see that half circle cut out of that. So that's always a good little tip. Okay, so I will just mount that on there. So as you see, there will be a little bit cut out, but you're not going to see that once it's on the card. Oh, wow, okay. So, oh my goodness, so he's doing senior year and a little bit of a bit of a head start on college by the sounds of things. Wow, that's great. Yes, it's really interesting how the school systems work differently in different countries. That we have year 11 and 12 are our 2 senior years in high school, and it seems though that they can do some of the year 12 subjects in year 11 to help make it a little bit easier, and so you're not sort of overrun with too much pressure in year 12, which is the year obviously before college or the end of high school, as it's known. Okay, so as you see, that will just sit on top of that. Now I will need to just banner this one. Oh, what do I do? I've lost my... I did have a... I did have a sentiment somewhere along the way. Oh, here it is, still in the bag. That I'm completely losing my mind now. Okay, great. So I just put a little banner end on that one, just eyeballing it. I do have punches and so on, but sometimes it's just as easy just to do it. So that's just quite a shallow banner. So lots of these autumny colours, which are great. So I might start by putting these down first and then work up from there. Okay, so... thank you, Kendra, the paper choice. Yes, as I said, I really, really loved this set, and it was quite funny because when I first, because this is like a monthly subscription kit that I get, and I got it, and I was like, oh, I don't know about, like, I thought the set was really cute, but I thought, well, as soon as I say this, things have changed. But I said, I don't have musically inclined children or people in my family that play instruments or anything like that. However, my eldest son has decided that he wants to be a bass player and wants to get himself an amplifier. And we live in an apartment. I thought, oh God, our neighbours are going to be so totally mortified. But he's going to actually start guitar lessons at school actually this week, I think. So watch this space. We might be thrown out of our out of our building, which is, well, hopefully not too funny or going to happen. But indeed, watch this space situation. Now let me make sure I put this on the right way. Okay, yeah. So yes, I just really, really just, once I started playing with this kit, I was like, oh my goodness, it is so cute. So it is a Forest Melody kit, which I believe is still available from Uniquely Creative, but yeah, super cute. And if you have people that love music or play instruments or anything like that, they're totally totally would love these images and these cards, I would hope. All right, so I am putting this here. So I'm just using this little banner bit here. I might need to just sort of level that up with some paper. Where are my scraps? So, you know, a good thing, I don't know, I'm sure we all are victims of scrap paper and cardstock, but I just sort of hold on to them all and use them for this sort of thing sometimes to level them up. I find it just helps balance the card and also get rid of all my scraps. I saw a really great video the other day, but it was with material scraps, which I think I'm gonna try with pattern paper scraps, where they sort of laid it all up on like a because it was fabric, like a iron-on adhesive sort of clear film thing, and then they in fact then they cut die shapes out of it, so they sort of made what I would think, you know, like obviously a piece of fabric, but just all scraps. And I thought, oh, that would look really great if you put all your, say, Christmas designs, you know, all together, made like a new sheet of pattern paper, and then, you know, cut out die shapes, you know, maybe possibly baubles or something like that. And then you could use those as embellishments. So would be an idea for a new video, possibly even alive, if I don't get frightened off before then. Okay. So, where's my bear? I think I'm going to put my bear. I might just quickly see where I put him. Yep, I think I'll put him there. Now, I'll only put foam tape towards the top of him because there is foam tape under here, so I don't want to have him on an angle. Oh my goodness, this foam tape is really challenging me today. Oh my goodness, I see that you've got your the electric guitar lasted about a week. Well, he's been playing he's got a couple of friends who are in school band and play guitar, and I'm not sure whether they have this grand idea of forming a band or something. But oh my goodness, it's I'm worried, but he's now wanting to save to get a guitar and an amp and this and that, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'll just add that in there. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, just having a look at your comment there, Sarah. Oh, the dog's howling with the when he practiced. Oh, that's well, they've got amazing hearing. So that's the card number 6, which is a cutie. Okay, so going to card number 7. Now I tossed and not really tossed and turned, but I did have a look and see whether I would in fact turn this into a shaker card, and then I thought, oh, that's just going to push me over the edge, I think, trying to do a live and a shaker card with all these other elements. So I'm just going to leave it as is, as a frame, not shaker element. However, and with this one here, I just felt because there were so many patterns and colours and bits and pieces, I was going to leave this base plain and not, in fact, do a like an emboss or any sort of texture on that. But once again, using this nice sand colour, I think that, you know, it's really quite nice to sort of have all these matching. Okay. So I'll just line that up. You probably could, in fact, put all these strips on beforehand because we're going to have to cut them down and then add it on. That probably would have made more sense, but this is what happens when you go live. You just wing it and hope for the best. So I think these are all really nice colours together that sort of worked out really well, because when you've got these smaller scraps and multiples with them at times, you can think, oh, I don't know if they work well. In some instances, I have, in fact, if there's, you know, sometimes there might be one colour that just doesn't work for me, I might just replace it with just a plain strip of pattern paper, or, you know, just a cardboard or something, or even a glittered or textured different sort of, you know, element type of paper. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to start putting those on. Now So that's, oh God, card 7. So just all these different strips. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know if you guys have this issue. I love to use glue because you can move it around, but I just find I just over apply it. I've seen all these new like glue, the who is it? Is it My Sweet Petunia that have got that new glue gun thing? How that works? Is that any Oh, we've got another friend. Sandy, hello. Oh, nice to have you join us. Thank you. Oh, that's great. I didn't know if anyone was going to join, and I thought I was almost thinking, oh, great. If no one joins, it might be just a good experience, but it is better if someone's here because at least you can sort of keep some conversation going. So thank you so much for joining also, Sandy. Okay. All right. We'll just so Sandy, I've just been putting together a few of the card sketches for Kendra's Card Challenge 12. I had, in fact, done sketches 2 and 3 as part of the hop, so that's in a separate video, so I thought I won't redo that. And I've put together 1, 4, 5, 6, and now this is 7. So just showing you how I go about it. Just, it always helps to have a look at, the way someone else puts them together. I tend to do videos that are obviously pre-recorded and edited, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a go. I've wanted to do a live for a long time. I was inspired by being on by being on Lynn's channel the other day, LV Handcrafted, it is handcraft. That is it, Kendra, isn't it? Sorry, I just should make sure I'm saying that correctly. Okay, so we've got all our little strips on there. Yeah, as I mentioned, it probably would have been a better idea to, in fact, have done them off that top card base, but I'll just trim these down. That won't be too hard. LV Handcrafted, excellent. Oh, great, fantastic. It wasn't good. It was actually great. We had all, Steph and myself are both in Australia, and our other guest, Angela, she was in fact from the UK. So Steph and I were in the same time zone, but all sort of, 3 different time zones, different times of day. And it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So, yes, I hope to join her once again. Probably not now till next year, just because she's so super organised and has obviously got all her lives pre-planned and sorted for the year. But yes, definitely would be, going back to say hello and have a chat. And it's just so great, being able to, have this opportunity now to speak to people, all over the world. It's wonderful. So as I said, I could have probably turned this into a shaker element for the card, but I just thought don't overexert myself on this first. Just get through the live and make sure that we don't want to overcomplicate anything. I will put it up on some foam though. That is for sure. Now I'll also just. So I'll try and do some more of these live, so I will get a lot better at the talking and the crafting and the trying to read comments all at the same time. I think organisation will be the key to success. Okay, so I will pop that there. So what had I thought? I think I was going to do celebrate. Oh, I did have an idea here. Now I'm just wondering what that idea might have been. So I might just put that on there and then have my little mouse with his maracas. Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome. Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's so... Oh, thank you. It's I feel like I'm talking to myself, but it's nice to know that people are out there watching and communicating, which is really great. Thank you. And yes, Lynn's Crafty Friends show is great. I enjoy watching that too. And yeah, oh, great. Okay, all right. So I will, in fact, pop this on. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Kendra. Oh, thank you, Kendra. Thanks so much. Oh, I can't. Oh, sorry. I will, in fact, just. Which one we got off? I think that is. They're all off. Okay, so I'll put it the right way around for starters, and I will just center that. Now, do we think celebrate on the top here and then my little mouse here? What do we think? Does that sort of look like it flows nicely? Okay, I might. Okay, so I'll put my little mouse. I'm going to say I'm going to go for this. So I will put some foam tape once again, just on the bottom part, and then a little bit of glue, because that'll all bring it up to the same height. Go. There we go. And then I'll just pop that celebrate just across here. I think that will work really well. Excellent. Perfect. Oh, great. Thanks, Sarah. Okay, so I can't believe it. I'm done. Well, for these first 7 cards. So I'll just move these out the way and I'll put them all out so you can have a good look. I want to say a super huge, amazing thank you. You've for joining me today, lovely ladies that you've popped in. It's means the world to me, and certainly given me some good experience at this, and definitely will know for next time that this is all good. So what I'll do is I'll show you. So what do we have here? Make sure we're all in. So we've got, that's one. And then I've got these 2 that I'd already pre-done for my other video. So 2 and 3. I just love that swirly one. It took me a minute to work out the circles. And I've got a couple of tips in my other little video. So that's also quite good. Now I think this one is 4, 5, 6 and 7. So I might just pop that. Yeah, they're all in there. So that's my first 7 cards. I think I will brave it and come back either later in the week or on the weekend or in the next week by any means, and put together the rest of the cards. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you like these cards, and I hope that you're giving the Challenge 12 a go yourself. I'll look out for you in the Facebook group to see your what's it called, your entries. So thanks so much. I think I'll leave it there. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to my channel so that you can, in fact, we probably have, but you subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll be able to see a notification when I go live. As I get more brave, I will definitely put out a note to say, please come and join me. But that's fantastic. So thank you. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.